Alright, so there's loads of things that I've bought for my setup to just make it my own setup. Little things to just personalise the setup, or little things to add to things that I've bought to just make it my own and make it how I like it. And today I've got a list of 4 things to do exactly that. These things range from just making your setup look a bit cooler, and one of the things on the list, especially for you FPS gamers out there, you're going to want to stick around so you don't miss this one. So I do only have 4 things on the list today, but if you do want to see more videos like this of things that you can add to your setup, then let me know down below. I'll be happy to make some more videos just like this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the things on the list today, and if you do find any of them useful, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help smaller channels out. It just helps us get seen by more people, which is it's what we all want really, isn't it? So I'm not going to waste your time anymore, let's get straight into this. So for number 1, we're going to be starting with probably the most boring out of the 4. Well, not boring, but you don't really see it as much, so I guess it's boring. But anyway, mouse feet. So over the past few years, it's become kind of like a trend to make gaming mouse as glidey as possible. So for example, my mouse, the Razer Viper Ultimate, comes with these PTFE feet, and it's definitely an improvement, but they're still not great. And over time, they wear down a little bit, and basically they're good, but they're not great, if you know what I mean. So what we have here is ceramic mouse feet, and not only is the material they're made out of more durable, so they won't be wearing down as much, but the glide that these things give your mouse is insane. These things make your mouse feel like it's floating. Let me just show you what I mean. These things were like £8 on Amazon, and by the way, I'll have links for everything I'm talking about in the description down below. So they were pretty easy to set up on my mouse. I don't know if you have to do this, but I used a knife to rip off the old PTFE feet from my Viper Ultimate, and then I scrubbed the bottom to get all the sticky stuff off that they were glued on with, and then I added these. The only reason that you might want to do that is if your mouse has got a lower lift-off distance, so if the sensor's too high up off the mouse mat. These do add a little bit of height to the bottom of your mouse, so if your sensor's got a low lift-off distance, then you might want to rip the old feet off before you stick these 6 feet on. So if you're into your FPS games and you want your mouse to be silky smooth, you might want to think about picking these up. Okay, so now we're on to some of the cooler things on the list. So if you're rocking one of those plain black mouse pads you get from Amazon, you need to switch that up a bit. So Hystar actually sent a few things out for me to cover in this video, and one of them is actually the mouse mats, and these things are absolutely sick. Finding a mouse mat is a great place to start if you're looking at trying to personalise your setup a little bit, especially if you can get a mouse mat that matches your keyboard. That always looks great when you've got your keyboard and your mouse mat matching. So we've just got one of them here, but these do come in a range of different colours and patterns. So we're going to set this up now, and you just need to check out the packaging on this. It's so premium, it's crazy. Felt like I was unboxing like a dead expensive pair of shoes or something. So let's get this set up. Get a nice dust bag for the mouse mat. Stickers and paperwork and stuff. Nice little coaster. Alright, so we've swapped out the mouse mat, and this one is pretty sick. The colour on it is great, the pattern on it is boss. It's got a great feel to it. We've got nice thick stitched edges, so that won't be fraying or anything when you're moving your arm around. And the bottom is a nice and grippy rubber, which is great, so it's not moving around anywhere. So now we've got a mouse mat to match our keyboard. The next thing on the list is also something for your keyboard, and it's a coiled USB-C cable. This is also from Hystar. So you've probably seen these in other setups on YouTube and on Instagram and stuff, and these are another great way to add a little bit of personalization. The thing is, usually you have to order these custom from a website like Swift Cables or Space Cables, and they're expensive and they take ages to arrive. This one behind me, I spent about £80 on that, and that took around a month to arrive. These ones from Hystar come in great colours and they're ready to ship, and they're like a fraction of the price. And to be honest, the quality on them is on par with this one from Swift Cables. Of course, if you do go with a custom one, you do get to pick literally everything about it, from the length to the colour, the heat shrink, to literally everything. But if you just want a coiled cable, these ones are great. The coils are tight on them, the length is great, the colours are great, you get coloured aviator clips. So if you're after a coiled cable, you might just want to pick one of these ones up. Okay, so finishing up, we've got number 4, and you might have spotted this one in the B-roll because I shot the B-roll before I shot this. So if you're into your keyboards, you might recognise this. This is probably one of the most popular sets from GMK. This is the GMK Mizu, except it's not. It's a copy from AliExpress, and these were like £20. And the reason I went for a copy rather than the real set is 1, the real sets take ages to come, 2, they're like over £100 for keycaps, and 3, I can get like 5 sets of these fake ones for the price of 1 of the real ones. So if I do want to switch this up in the future, I can always do that. I'll throw a few of my favourite ones from AliExpress on the screen right now, and I'll put them in the description down below. So let's check these keycaps out. Okay, so we've got the new mouse feet on the mouse, we've got the new mouse mats, we've got the new cable, and we've got the new keycaps. And just changing these 4 things has really changed the entire look of this part of my desk setup. And to be honest, I didn't even mean for them all to match so well. I think this looks great as it is right now. So if you're thinking about picking up any of these things that I've mentioned in the video today, I will have the links for all of them in the description down below. And if you did enjoy the video or you're thinking about picking any of these up, make sure you drop a like so that more people can see the video. It really helps me out. So I want to give a huge thank you to Hystar for sending the mouse mat and the cable for me to check out. If you've seen anything you like, I'll have it in the description down below. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button so more people can see this video, that'd be great. That'd really help me out. But that does about wrap it up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.